This is lesson 8.6. It's about solving rational equations. So in this lesson we'll learn how to solve rational equations. Here's a rational equation. So in order to solve a rational equation, the first thing you want to do is find a common denominator. So in order to do that, you want to make sure all your denominators have been factored. So this one should be factored. So let me rewrite. So x squared minus 9 will factor as x plus 3 and x minus 3. So our common denominator is going to be x plus 3 and x minus 3. Once you know what your common denominator is, then you multiply the entire equation, all parts, by the common denominator. So when I multiply this first fraction by x plus 3 and x minus 3, the x minus 3 cancels, so I just have x times x plus 3, denominator's gone. Then when I multiply the second fraction by the common denominator, the x plus 3's cancel, so I have x times x minus 3. When I multiply the third fraction by the common denominator, all parts of the denominator cancel, and I only have 2 left. So from here, you just solve this quadratic. So we're going to distribute the x, which gives us x squared plus 3x. Distribute the other x, which gives us x squared minus 3x equals 2. Combining like terms, we have x squared plus x squared is 2x squared. Positive 3x and negative 3x cancels equals 0. And so we can divide by 2 and take the square root. We get plus or minus 1. So then we look at the domain to the function. The domain is all real numbers, except x cannot equal 3 or negative 3. Since neither of our solutions are 3's, we are fine with that answer, and so our two solutions are x equals 1 and negative 1. In this problem, we already have a common denominator, which is x plus 2. So if we multiply all parts of this equation by x plus 2, when we multiply the first fraction, the x plus 2 cancels, and we just have x minus 1. And when we multiply the second fraction by x plus 2, the x plus 2 cancels again, and we have x squared plus 2x minus 3. Solving the quadratic, we would have to subtract the x over to the right side and add 1 over to the right side. So that gives us 0 equals x squared plus x minus 2. And then we can solve this by factoring. So this will factor as x plus 2 and x minus 1. So then we get solutions x equals negative 2 and x equals positive 1. Going back to our original problem, we check the domain, and we find that the domain is all real numbers, except that x cannot equal negative 2 because that's undefined for this question. So this answer, x equals negative 2, is an extraneous solution. And we only have one solution that is valid, which is x equals 1.